Good afternoon and welcome to Baina Midday News. We're bringing to you live from our news hub, Atomic Junction, Benab House, Accra. My name is Fawzia Abdullah. Coming up this afternoon. Immigration officer shot dead and another critically injured at Bintri in the northeast region after unknown assailants attacked them at their checkpoint. Also in this package, Junior Doctors Association declares nationwide strike effective Tuesday, October 7th over months of delayed salaries. And in what to expect from the International Front, Sudanese medical group raised alarm over what it calls looming humanitarian disaster after 23 people died of malnutrition in the besieged city of El Fasher. These and many more stories coming up shortly. Do stay. You're welcome back. Now we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Baina TV. Now let's move on to the very first story. A Ghana Immigration Service checkpoint at Bintri in the East Mamprusi municipality of the Northeast region came under attack in the early hours of Friday, October 3rd, 2025, leaving one officer dead and another critically injured. The incident occurred around 1:30 a.m. when unidentified gunmen opened fire on personnel manning the checkpoint.
Assistant Immigration Control Officer 2, Rafiq Mohammed, was killed instantly, while his colleague AICO2 Opong Daniel sustained gunshot wounds to the jaw and back. He is receiving emergency treatment at the Baptist Medical Center in Alerugu. Police investigators recovered several AK-47 shell casings and a GIS rifle from the scene. A joint security team, led by Superintendent Francis Brobe, Municipal Police Commander of Gambaga, and DSI Morotanko Mohammed, Regional Intelligence Officer of GIS, has since launched a manhunt for the assailants. Authorities have assured the public that investigations are ongoing and pledged to bring the perpetrators to justice.
Meanwhile, the Junior Doctors Association of Ghana has declared a nationwide withdrawal of services starting Tuesday, October 7, 2025, in protest over months of salary delays, stalled postings, and what it describes as persistent unfair treatment of its members. In a statement signed by its president, Dr. Louisa Efia Nkrumah, and General Secretary Dr. Rhoda Wunam Amadou, on October 2nd, 2025, the association revealed that more than 200 junior doctors have worked between 10 and 14 months without pay.
The association disclosed that the salaries of some medical officers who were previously on the government payroll have been suspended without explanation. According to the JDA, over 800 medical officers have also been awaiting posting for the past 16 months, despite repeated engagements with the authorities. Per the association's directive, all outpatient service will be withdrawn from October 7th to 9th. From Friday, October 10th, emergency services will also be suspended until further notice. However, current inpatients will continue to receive care until discharge, with no new admissions taken. The JDA held the Ministry of Health and the government of Ghana fully responsible for the disruption of healthcare services, urging swift intervention from stakeholders to resolve the crisis.
Now, away from that, President John Dramani Mahama will today, Friday, October 3rd, host a high-level meeting with civil society organizations and key stakeholders to address the devastation caused by illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey. The meeting is expected to bring together influential voices, including the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Ghana, the Christian Council of Ghana, the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council, the Office of the Chief Imam, the Ghana Muslim Mission, Erocha Ghana, Imani Ghana. More details in the following report.
According to Presidential Aide Dr. Samiaye, the engagement is aimed at gathering feedback, strategies, and suggestions from these organizations to support ongoing government efforts to end Galamsey. He highlighted measures already taken, such as the repeal of LI 2462, while emphasizing the need for broader collaboration with civil society and faith-based groups. Reactions to the government efforts remain mixed. The Mahini and newly sworn-in Court of Appeal Judge Osajifu Osiadeyo Ajimanbedu II has commended the administration for reducing illegal mining.
If you ask me about my assessment, I would say now it's going down. You know why I'm saying that? If you look at some of the steps that have been taken, before we're not hearing about the people in the blue, the water gas and all that. We're not hearing all that, you understand? People have invaded the forest reserve. We're not seeing that. Before this regime came, I know for a fact, because of the work that I do, 9 forest reserves have been taken over. Now that situation has been kept down. I wouldn't sit down here, I wouldn't stand here to say that Galamsey is gone. It's still with us. But I believe that if you look at now the seriousness, I want to encourage whoever is in charge, the Minister for Lands, government, the people of Ghana. We should ensure that we nip this situation in the bud.
On the other hand, the Media Coalition Against Galamsey, led by Dr. Ken Ashibi, has indicated that CSOs will demand clearer definitions of what government considers success in the fight.
We know very clearly what the problems are, and we know His Excellency knows what the problems are. Like we said in our last press release that we gave, we are going to go into this meeting asking His Excellency the President what his definition of success is, what he would classify as having successfully executed this particular thing.
The Ghana Chamber of Mines also stressed that civil society groups plan to fully utilize the opportunity presented by the engagement.
You're still watching Bena Midday News. We'll be back with more stories after this break. Do stay.
Many things Muhammad brought Islam. In reality, Muhammad came as a reformer. Before the advent of Muhammad, all the messengers, including Jesus Christ, Habakkuk, Moses, were Muslims. We will be quoting from the Bible and the Quran to let you understand that they were practicing Islam before the advent of Muhammad. Join our team, the Critical Thinkers Dawah, as we throw light on these facts about Islam.
My Journey to Islam, Fridays at 4 p.m. only on Baina TV. In a world hungry for meaning comes a stage unlike any other. 14 voices, 14 visions, one mission to inspire true talent rooted in truth.
In the nights where no one hears my whispers, Allah does. A direct relationship with Him feels like melting in His arms. No shame, no confusion, no barriers, just love.
From Quran to creativity, from knowledge to performance, they will compete not just to impress, but to awaken hearts.
The Prophet ﷺ is speaking to you. He says that verily you have to hold on to my amana.
Why do people engage in illegal mining? The answer is very simple: quick money. The youth out there are jobless and therefore see illegal mining as a way to escape poverty.
I am Hamida Hussein. I am a wife, a mother, a teacher, a student, and a Muslimah. And I'm not yet done.
Every child, especially the girl child, should be given that opportunity to seek both Islamic and secular education.
They will be mentored by scholars, artists, and visionaries. But in the end, only one will rise. This fall, the world will witness the power of faith, art, and passion combined. This is the Ummah Show, showing Fridays at 8 p.m. only on Baina TV.
You're welcome back and thank you for staying. If you just tuned in, you're watching Baina Midday News and we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Baina TV. Now let's delve into the world of business. The International Monetary Fund has expressed confidence in Ghana's ability to maintain fiscal discipline even after the expiration of its current program in May. The following report takes a look at why.
Speaking at a press briefing in Washington, D.C., IMF Director of Communication, Julie Kozak, said reforms already implemented provide a strong foundation for long-term stability and market confidence. She highlighted measures such as a revamped fiscal responsibility framework, the creation of an independent fiscal council, and improvement in public financial management, all aimed at ensuring more efficient public spending. According to Kozak, the fiscal responsibility framework requires a primary fiscal surplus of at least 1.5% of GDP annually and set a public debt target of 45% of GDP. She stressed that these reforms will play a critical role in shaping Ghana's policy choices well beyond the life of the IMF program.
Sudanese medical group has raised alarm over what it calls a looming full-blown humanitarian disaster in the besieged city of El Fasher after 23 people, among them children and 5 pregnant women, died of malnutrition in September. The Sudan Doctors Network, in a statement on Thursday, accused the Rapid Support Forces of deliberately starving civilians by cutting off supplies to the city, the military's last stronghold in the Darfur region.
The Sudan Doctors Network described the siege as a systemic crime and warned that El Fasher was entering a phase of silent genocide against tens of thousands of women and children. The group said the blockade amounts to war crimes under international law and blamed the international community, including the United Nations, for failing to act despite mounting evidence of atrocities. Fighting between Sudan's army and the RSF which began in April 2023, has spiraled into a civil war that has killed at least 40,000 people and displaced about 12 million, according to the United Nations. Conflict has left over 24 million people facing acute food insecurity. In El Fasher, the UN Children's Agency reports that more than 10,000 children have been treated for severe acute malnutrition this year, twice as many as in 2024. In just 1 week, at least 63 people, mostly women and children, died of hunger. UNICEF says the siege has severed all supply routes, forcing health facilities and mobile nutrition teams to shut down, cutting off treatment for around 6,000 children in urgent need.
Now, away from Sudan, let's delve into the world of sports. The Black Starlets of Ghana will clash with Ivory Coast in the grand finale of the 2025 WAFU Zone B Under-17 Boys Championship today, Friday, October 3rd, at the Charles Konan Bani Stadium in Yamoussoukro. Ghana advanced to the final after defeating arch-rivals Nigeria 2-0 in the semi-finals, courtesy of first-half goals from Michael Awuli and Robinho Yao Gavi.
The victory sparked jubilant celebrations in the Starlets camp and boosted hopes of continental qualification. Host Ivory Coast booked their place with a hard-fought 2-1 win over Burkina Faso. They hold a psychological edge, having beaten Ghana 3-0 in the group stage. However, the Starlets have shown resilience, bouncing back strongly with a 3-1 triumph over Niger before overpowering Nigeria. Head coach Prosper Nate Ogum has assured fans that Ghana will adopt a new tactical approach to turn the tables on the Ivorians. Regardless of the result, both Ghana and Ivory Coast have secured qualification to next year's Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco.
Now, this brings us to the end of today's news bulletin. For more news, you can visit our website at www.bainamultimedia.com. My name is Fauzia Abdallah. Do have a good afternoon.